है स्टूडेंट्स, बीट का टॉपिक थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूजन है, लेकिन अगर ये समझ में आ जाता है तो इसके क्वेश्चंस बहुत आसानी से हो जाते हैं। हम कोशिश करेंगे कि आपके साथ इस बीट के टॉपिक को शेयर कर सकें। बीट्स कब प्रोड्यूस होती हैं? जब दो ट्यूनिंग फॉक्स जिनकी फ्रीक्वेंसी में ज़्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं होता, व्हेन दे ट्यून टुगेदर, व्हेन द टू ट्यूनिंग फॉक्स which do not have too much differences in their frequencies, then they produce the beats. Generalized formula for the beat is equals to F1 minus F2. Clear? For example, there's a tuning fork A having frequency of 100 Hz and another tuning fork B having frequency of 102 Hz. Okay? Now, if we have to find the beat for these two tuning forks when they tune together, then the beats produced is 102 minus 100, that is 2 beats per second. This is the generalized formula by which we can find how many beats are produced when two waves having different frequencies are tuned together. Now there are two cases arises in case of the beat frequency. Okay, these two cases are waxing and waning generally in the beat cases. Okay, I am going to try to explain you one by one. For example, I am going to divide the blackboard. Here I will take the case of the waxing and here it is the case of the waning. Waxing means when in the question it is written loaded with wax. Loaded with wax. Okay. Either waning is given, either it is given there is increase in tension. In both the cases you have to follow the same step. Okay. Now I am going to start with waxing. For example, there is a tuning fork A and B and they produce the beats of 2 beats per second. Clear? And the frequency of the tuning fork A is 100 Hz and we don't know the frequency of B. Clear? And if it produces 2 beats per second, then the frequency of B may be 100 plus 2, that is 102, either 100 minus 2, that is 98 Hz. But we are not sure either it is 102 and either it is 108. Now how will we find that whether we have to write 98 or whether we write 102? For example, if the question also says that the tuning fork of the B is loaded with a wax, that is the waxing is done in the forks of the tuning fork B and the resulting beats decreases 1 beat per second. One thing I want to tell you, in case of waxing, beats must decrease. In case of waxing, beats get decreased. You must remember this thing also. Whenever there is a waxing in the tuning fork, the beats must decrease. Okay. Now, this is the frequency of A, that is 100. Now, what you have to do, you find the difference between the beats. And we have the difference between beats is 1. Clear? Now, 102 and 98. Subtract it with the 1. 102 minus 1, that is 101. And 98 minus 1, that is 97. Okay. Now, the resultant frequency is this. Now again, take the difference between 100 and 101 and 197. Okay. In case of 101 difference of 100, we get 1 and 101 difference of 97, we have 2. Okay. Or you just 100 minus 97. Okay. I want to say that you take the difference of these two with the original frequency of A. That is, when we subtract it by 100, we get 1. When we subtract it with 97, we get 3. So, in case of 100, we get the subtraction of 1. And in that case, we have the frequency is 102. So, our original answer, that is the original frequency of B is 102. Okay. Now, in case of waning, what happens? For example, again we have the tuning forks A and B. When they tune together, they produce beat 2 beats per second. Okay, and its frequency is 100 hertz. Clear? Now we have to find the frequency of B. Again, it may be two cases, 102 and 98. Now when the tuning fork of B is waning, or there's an increase in the tension of the string, we get the beats, for example, 3 beats per second. Okay, either we can also write, we get the example of 4 beats per second. Okay, now we just subtract 102 minus 4 and 98 minus 4. We get 98, and here we get 94. Clear? Now subtract 100 with 98 and 100 with 94. Clear? Original frequency of with this. Okay, here we get 2 and here we get 6. And difference between them is 2 beat. So this case will satisfy this. Okay. So we get the original frequency 102. Now in case of waning, we just now take another case when there are two tuning forks and originally they produce 2 beats per second. Okay. For example, its frequency is 514 Hertz and we don't know its frequency. Now waning is done with the prongs of the tuning fork of B, and ultimately now we listen 6 beats per second. In this case, you can observe that beats listened to us are increased. When beats produced with the help of two tuning forks get increased, then it is the case of waning. In waning, beats produced are increased. Clear? Now for these two, we have the cases 516 and 512. After adding 2 and subtracting minus 2. Clear? Now we have to identify whether which one is the original frequency. After waning, we listen the beats 6. So when we subtract this from 6 and this from 6, we get 510, and here we get 506. Now 510 frequency can be possible in between these two cases, but 506 is not possible. So original frequency for the tuning fork B is 516 Hertz. Okay. So in case of waning, beats produced are increased, and in case of waxing, beats produced get decreased. Okay. Now I am going to discuss the type of pattern of the pipes where we have to find the beats produced in that pipes when they tune together. See just the question. There are two closed pipes produces 10 beats per second. So there are two closed pipes, when tuned together, they produces beats 10 beats per second. And if the ratio of their length is 25:26, that is if they compare the ratio of the length of the pipes, it comes out 25:26. We have to find the original frequency of both the pipes. For this, I want to share the formula for the frequency produced in the closed pipe along with the length. We have the formula: frequency is equal to velocity of light over 4 into length of the pipe. Clear? And this is the frequency. So this is the relationship between frequency and the length of the pipe. And so here we can easily see that frequency is inversely proportional to the length of the pipe. Okay. So when we write here, we get the relationship frequency in the first pipe and frequency in the second pipe. We have the relationship L2 over L1 because they are inversely related to each other. So now here we get 26 here and 25 here. Now it is not given here the frequency, but the given here 10 beats are produced. That is the difference between the frequencies of the two pipes. So the frequency of the first pipe is 26 into 10, that is 260 hertz, and frequency of the second pipe is 25 into 10, that is 250 hertz. So one thing must be clear, that the 25 is to 26, that is the length of the first pipe is the ratio of 25, but the frequency of the first pipe becomes 260, okay, because there's an inverse relationship. So don't write the frequency of the first pipe is 250. The frequency of the first pipe is 260 and frequency of the second pipe is 250, because there's an inverse relationship between frequency and the length of the pipe, okay. Now when the question is given in this form, that there are two waves having different wavelengths, one having wavelength 100 centimeter and other having wavelength 90 centimeter. They are moving in the medium, and the velocity of the sound is 396 meter per second. And how many beats are produced by these two waves when they tuned together? As we know that V is equals to N lambda. This is the speed of the light, this is the frequency, and this is the wavelength. So frequency is equal to speed over lambda. We use this formula here. So number of beats for N1 we have 396 over lambda 1, that is 100 centimeter. So 100 centimeter gets converted into meters, that means we get 396 over 1. Clear? For the second frequency we get 396 over 90 by 100, that means we have 396 into 10 over 9. So these are the two frequencies. Now we can easily find out the beat frequency, number of beats produced when these two waves are getting superimposed, okay. So 396 by 1 minus 396 by 9 into 10, this is the beat frequency, which is N1 minus N2 mod of N1 minus N2. We take 396 as common, so 1 minus 10 over 9, so we get 396 into 1 by 9, so we have 9 4s are 36, 44 beats per second. So in this way, different types of questions are given, and by which we can easily find out the beats produced. Next type of question is there, if there are two waves having these two equations and we have to find beats per second, okay. In this case we know that y is equal to a sine omega t, clear. So this value is omega. So now compare it, omega is equal to 2000 pi omega 1 and omega 2 is equal to 2008 pi. So we have 2 pi n is equal to 2000 pi, pi get cancelled, okay. So n is equal to 1000. Here in this case we get 2 pi n2 is equal to 2008 pi, pi get cancelled. So n2 is equal to 1004, okay. This is n1 and this is n2. So again beats heard is n2 minus n1. So ultimately we have 1004 minus 1000 and we heard 4 beats per second. In this way you can easily solve these types of questions. ये कंसेप्ट बेस्ड क्वेश्चन है, इसी टाइप से क्वेश्चन होगा तो आप वहां पर किस तरीके से सॉल्व करेंगे. क्वेश्चन है, टू ट्यूनिंग फॉक्स ए एंड बी प्रोड्यूस 4 बीट्स पर सेकेंड. आपको पता है जो बीट्स का टॉपिक होता है वेव्स में, ये काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट है और बीट्स का टॉपिक बहुत ज़्यादा एग्जाम में होता है. तो क्वेश्चन ये है कि ए और बी अगर ट्यूनिंग फॉक्स को हम ट्यून करते हैं तो इट प्रोड्यूस्ड 4 बीट्स पर सेकेंड, ओके. नाउ if the fork B and C are tuned, then they produce 5 beats per second, okay. And we have to find what are the beats produced by the fox A and C? But when we tune A and C, how many beats per second is produced in that case? For these types of questions, there are generally two cases. Okay, when both of them are tuned together, then there must be two cases. When they are tuned together, 4 and 5, that means the beats produced when the A and C are tuned together, there are two cases, either 5 minus 4, that is 1, and another case when they tuned in the same direction and we get the beats 5 plus 4 is equal to 9. Now check in your question, either 1 is given or either 9 is given. The two cases are there, two answers are there for these types of cases. Okay.